Good morning, guys. Are you able to hear me? Okay. So far we have developed four pages, right, from our prototype. Okay, so 4 pages we have developed, and this is the last page which we are going to develop today. So I have done some groundwork for this. So I have named this file like main underscore UI5 animated dot. So you can just copy paste the main dot file and run it to see the output. So I'll just show you what you can expect out of this program. Okay, so here is the menu button, right? So when this is clicked, you can see that a menu has come up from the left side, and then the pages information have come from the right side. Okay, if you clearly observe, there is a kind of animation, okay, that is happening here. Okay, so in order to achieve this, I have used some animation concepts, okay, so which we will be covering later, but I have just made this example available for you guys to try out. Okay, so you can just see how the animation is being done. By modifying some values, you will be able to understand. Okay, so this is how animation works, but there are number of concepts in animation, like 3 to 4 concepts. So I think I will be going through all of them as we move further, but in this example we have used only one concept. Okay, so don't bother much about it, but as part of today demo, what we are going to do is we're just going to design this page. Okay, nothing else. We are just going to design this page and then leave it there. Okay, once we learn the animation concepts, we will actually try to animate it. Okay, and I have come up with, like, since I said during part 2 we'll have some frequent breaks between each classes. Okay, so what we'll do is between those breaks we will try to finish the remaining pages also. Okay, so once we finish the remaining pages, in between classes we will try to finish for some remaining pages, and I will be helping the other guy. Like if some of the guys are having some issues, we'll try to finish this remaining pages during our classes. So once we have everything, we can actually join each and every pages and see the flow. Okay, and just remember one thing. So even though uh, this is a like Nike app, if you replace images with some sort of TVs, for example, it will become TV app. Okay, TV selling app. Or if you replace images with multiple other things, so you can actually we are actually creating a online shopping store over here. So between our classes we will try to finish all the remaining pages, and if we feel that something is being missed, we will also include them. Or if we want to include something else on our own, we will also try to include them. As we learn concepts, we will actually try to fill the gaps and then try to make a complete app. Okay, so payment part, probably will be not implementing it, but I will give you some pointers if you really want to implement it. Okay, so but we'll see. Even that part is a learning for me also, but we'll see what we could do about it. So for today we are going to implement this UI. Okay, so I'm just going to create this page, that's it. And then, like, as we proceed with this course, you will be able to call this page when this button is clicked, so that menu will appear. So the code is already available over here if you want to try. Okay, but since our time is limited, we are going to just code this page. Okay, so I'm going to remove everything. So I'm going to start by coding a stateless widget. Okay, let me make it my menu and then resolve the issues. Okay, give me a second. I'm opening that code on the other side, okay, so that I'll have something for reference. Okay, so let me make it a material app. Give home, scaffold, and then body. So here we don't have any menu here, okay, so everything is the body. So in body I will take a container probably, yeah, and then we'll continue to add items inside it. So everything, if you observe, this is one row and this is the other row, okay, but if you make this whole thing into a column and this whole thing into a other column, that is also fine. So let me take a row with two columns, okay, so row with two columns. Okay, so give me a second. So let me remove these columns. Let me place this whole thing inside the list view and we'll see about the second part later, okay. But if you want to try with column, you can obviously try, okay. So list view, children, add a leading icon. So let's run this app and see if it is loading or not, first of all. So let me give a color to the container. Probably it's loaded, but it's since everything is white, it is not showing anything. Okay, there seems to be some errors. Okay, I removed, like, looks like there is some issue while using this row. Okay, so that's why I removed this row from here. Okay, so let me, what I will do is I will take a list view and try to place items inside it. Okay, so this is the list icon, right? And then we'll have some title. So I'll make the image color as white. Okay, leave the text like that. So now I will take a row and try to place another list view and then these images. Okay, probably these images looks like in stack. Okay, so this is a list view clearly. So the next item will be row of list view children. Okay, so even though after adding a list view inside a row, it is not showing on the screen. Okay, the reason is we have to add this into a container. Okay, so we know, right, like when we stack widgets inside one another, they might take the properties of other widgets and then it might not get displayed. So what I'll do is I will take a container over here. So container height will be maybe 200. So as I add some height and width, it has started appearing. Okay, so there is something we could use actually. Since we know that this height has to be as per the whole screen, what I could do is instead of giving height, we can, there is something called media query. Okay, how you, like media query, using media query you can actually get the width and height of the whole screen. So this is how you get it. Okay, it is throwing error. Let me see why. So leave this for now. We'll just give some value. Later we'll look into why it is not working. Height, I'll give you 500. Okay, so and then okay, and then I'm going to give some trail icon also. So we have added that icon also, and I will continue to add some more text. Okay, text or let's see. Yeah, I will continue to add these items below. How I could add is, again I will take a row and then a sized box, because there is some gap between here, right? We have to maintain that gap. Okay, so sized box and then text of. Okay, so I will like, okay, let me add the text. Casual shoes, and then I want all these items to be in a column, okay, so that I don't have to repeat the sized box. So let me wrap this inside a column. So you can see the gap is coming here. Okay, so now it looks much better. So later we will take care of the styles and everything. So we will leave this stuff here. So let me add one more item. Okay, so now we have got like, we know how we could give these items. Okay, so this is the toughest part which I wanted to do now. So for that, so we have already got a container, right? So let me take another container and then let me give some text. Okay, so you could see that this container is appearing over here. So let me divide them properly, like let me add some space between this using main axis alignment, sorry, and then space between problem. So now you can see that it has moved to this part. So let me remove this text now. If you see this image, you could see that our UI1, okay, the code from this UI1 is appearing over here. The output, whatever we got from this UI1, is appearing over here. Okay, so and then there is some sort of shadow, like it's not exactly shadow, it's like a different page. Okay, so this is one page and this is another page. So we don't have to worry about this page, as long as if you just mimic this behavior, that is fine. But this page has to look like the home page all the time. So what I will do is, like before getting this page, let me create this kind of containers first. Okay, for that what I will do is I will take a stack. and then children. So I know that I need to have two children. So first of all, let me create the first container. Okay. Okay, let me not add any child. Let me add some color. So nothing is appearing here. Let me give some height. Okay, you could see it has started appearing over here. So let me give some proper height. And then let me give some, okay, width is fine. So now I need to give a round edges to it. Okay, so for that I'm going to decorate it. Okay, so the reason why we got error is once we start giving decoration, we have to give color inside it but not outside it. Okay, so now you can see that a container with border radius is added. Okay, but you could see that we have some border on the other side also. Let's remove this part. How we could remove it is, like, I really don't want to give border radius to only one few sides. Okay, instead of that, what I will do is I will wrap this side inside a position widget. And then give some left value, maybe 10. So after adding this position widget, you could see everything is gone. I'm trying to fix that now. So most of the times we fix these kind of issues by wrapping inside an expanded widget. Okay, or a like different, we will try multiple things. Okay, we need to identify which one will fix our issue. Okay, so it hasn't fixed. Let me check the code which I have developed. Give me a moment, guys. space between. So when I'm specifying this left, this is going off. Let me do one thing. I'm trying to bring it back to the screen actually. Okay. I think we have to fix this media query issue. Then only it might appear actually. So I'm actually checking that. Give me a moment. Okay, so looks like this issue has happened because of some hierarchical issues. Okay, so since I have given the whole code over here, it might be not able to access it. Okay, so I just split the whole code into a different class, and then now I am able to use this media query.height. Okay, so let me give that over here also. Okay, so now after adding media query, you could see that issue is resolved. Okay, so but I'm not 100% sure how it got actually resolved, but like maybe probably somewhere the height is not being as appropriate as we want. Okay, so yeah, since there is no content between this container, it might have not it might have happened. Okay, so that's okay. So even this height of the container also we can control using the like this media query. Width I will give as screen size. Height also let me give as per the screen size. Okay, so you can see the height has gone beyond the screen. Okay, let's make it probably half. Okay, so this looks much better. So left value I can give, I can try somewhere around 50 or 60 and see how it moves. So now it's okay. What I will do is, let me add one more stack, like one more container, one more position widget, which will appear as a shadow for it. And then left will be, the height also should be reduced, right? So it will, let me make it 1.5, and then left value I'll give somewhere around 60, and you could see that this content is coming on the other side. Let me give a different white value, so it appears like a shadow. So in order to move this between, okay, so I should position it properly. Let me add a top value. Okay, so now it's positioned appropriately. See these values, right? So in order to make it quick, I am coming up with some value. When you are actually developing some app, you need to be careful, like you need to have some sort of logic to get these values. Okay, so based on the height of this, you have to decide this value, and then you have to position it appropriately. For example, in order to place it middle, what I could try is something like this: top 100 and then bottom 100. I could try this. I'm not sure whether it will work or not. Okay, it didn't work, that's okay. So for now we'll go with this value and we'll leave it here, so that's okay. And in order to make the first page appear over here, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this whole program from here. Okay, So since we like we are doing each and every example separately, I'm not linking, I'm not calling code from this page to here. So instead I'm just copy pasting it here, and I'm going back and we'll see if there are any errors. First of all, okay, everything is fine. So I'm going to call this my app from here inside this container, and you could see that it has started appearing over here. So but the catch here is you could see that the borders were gone now. Okay, so the borders were gone now. In order to give that, what I could do is I could give something called clip react. It is also a widget. Okay, let me wrap this content inside a clip react. Okay, clip rect. Okay, clip rect. So this is also a widget, and then I can give something called border radius. There might be other ways of fixing this, but this is something what I have done. And then you could see that the border has started appearing now. So now the UI almost looks similar, okay, except for the styles. And one thing here is when I just click here, for example, one second. In case, for example, if you have made my app, okay, my app, the home page, like if you have added some functionality to these buttons, okay, what will happen is when you click this button, the touches will be taken, and then the same code will be repeated again. So if I click here, you can see that the text box is working. I don't want this to work. Okay, so I want all the touches on top of this widget to be ignored. Even if somebody touches it, I want that to be ignored. Okay, so for that also we have a widget, okay, something called observe pointer. Okay, so if you go to Flutter, one second, if you go to flutter.io, and then widget index, here you can see something called observe pointer. Just like all other widgets, we have something called observe pointer also. And even if some widget is being missed from here, it might be there in the Flutter code also. We don't know that. Okay, maybe some widgets might be missing also. We don't know that. But as per this site, these are the widgets that we have in Flutter. We might have more also. Okay, so now I want my app to be not clickable. So like I don't want any touches. If somebody selects this text, that should not, this keyboard should not be popped up. Okay, if somebody clicks on this image, it should not go to the new page. Okay, what all I need is when somebody clicks on top of this, again this page should open. Okay, if somebody selects some item from this menu item, that page should open. Okay, if somebody selects from this page, the home page should open. But anyways, we are not going to implement that logic now. But what I am going to do is I am going to disable any touches from the screen. Okay, so how I will achieve that is I'll go to this my app call and then wrap this inside a observe pointer. So now what will happen is even if somebody touches it, nothing will happen. Okay, so let me copy the styles for this. Since like in our first session itself we have copied all the Flutter code from using Adobe XD, right? So I'm just opening that program now, and I will get the style for this. So this is 11-6 program. So I'm just going to that code, and then I'm going to search with the required text so that I'll get the style. So Eli Money is there. So this is the style for it. So along with this, I can actually give style over here. You can see the style got changed. I will make the logo slightly bigger also. Okay. So for Chennai, we have to give the style. Okay. So for men, I need to give some style. So this is my code. Okay, so I'm going to make this icon also white. Okay, so it started changing the styles. Okay, so I will so you could see the menu items are not aligned properly. So let me align that. So I can go to the column cross axis alignment. Okay, now looking better. Okay, now looking much better. So let me change this color also. Okay, I think we achieved it, right, guys? Okay, so this is the UI we have designed, and then if you are going to add some necessary code like drawer and then call that class from here and then add some functionality for that icon, something like this, you will be able to open that from the home page. Okay, so I have already ran this and showed you, right? So that will be clear to you guys. If you follow this example, you will be able to get it. Okay, and the program is so huge just because we have not split the code properly. we are not yet doing this modular code. Okay, we are doing it the hard way. We are not doing it in a smart way. Okay, we are just doing it in the hard way. Why we are doing it in the hard way is because to get more practice. Okay, so once you get the hard way, then only you will understand what is the benefit of having doing that in the smart way. Okay, so I will rename this to underscore 5, and then I will push this code. I just want to show this and like this complete example once again, so those who have attended lately can see the screen. Okay, oh. So this is the whole example, guys. Like if you follow the code from main UI5 animated, you could see that when this is clicked, the menu will appear and pages will appear from the other side. Maybe I could expand this example. Once this is clicked, I could make the animation to go to the other side and the other things appear on from the back. Okay, we could also try those things, but even for this itself it has become so much complicated. But and I really want to don't do it now. Maybe as we expand the app, we can actually do those animations. Always remember that when you are doing the initial version of the app, you need to ensure that minimum features are there. Okay, don't try to include so many features. Like later when your app is rolled out, slowly you can include these animations and all this stuff. Okay, so this is the, like I made this menu icon clickable. And if you are using app bar, for example, here we have a custom app bar. Okay, so if you are using app bar, for example, as soon as you add something like drawer, then immediately a burger icon will appear here, like a 3 dashes. Okay, 3 dashes icon will automatically appear. Whether you leading icon or not, it will by default appear. Okay, so even if you click this, if this is clicked, you can see the menu is coming from this side. What we could do is, even if this is clicked, we can make menu from appear from this side also. Okay, that is called end drawer. Okay, this is called just drawer, and if menu is appearing from this side, the other side is called end drawer. We'll try to cover those things in part 2. Okay, I think that's it for today, guys. If you are not having any queries, we'll close this call then. Okay, thank you so much for joining. Have a good day.